I will tell you how I plan to get rich in 2024, and I won't be around the bush like these other YouTubers do. I plan to get rich off YouTube through content creation, and know that you've heard about this content creation business model before, but I'm gonna do a little bit differently. I'm not one of these fake influencers that you see on YouTube, bro. I'm not here to grab your money and just make a quick bag or whatever. I'm here to deliver real value and get paid for doing so. And if you think about it, like, these are what the big players are doing as well, like Iman Gaji, Jordan Welch, and all these other Luke Belmar, all these other people. They obviously, their main business model is content creation, right? Without that, they don't get leads, they don't get customers to their business, right? So Jordan Welch has a dropshipping like software, right? And obviously, Iman Gaji has Educate, and Luke Belma has his Capital Cup community, right? So none of them would be getting customers if they weren't going through content creation, right? So we gotta be smart about that and do what the big players are doing. Pretty much, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? You need to see what's working and then do what's working, right? In this modern day, we are so scared to like talk about money and like, or if someone says like, oh, I want to be rich, you just tell them like, oh yeah, you're being materialistic, you're being shallow or whatever. I'm here to say like, I want to be rich, but I want to do so by providing real value and not just make a quick bag here and there like these other dropshippers do. So how am I gonna do it? You've already heard Hamza and Andrew Kirby talk about the synthesizing business model, where you pretty much like just learn what you're curious about and you follow your curiosity and pretty much, just make videos about it, helping other people from what you've learned and what you've experimented with. So you pretty much learn something first and you go out there and experiment it with yourself and get your learning lessons, get your personal experience, and then pretty much go out there and come on YouTube and talk about it, right? It's simple as shit. Like, it's simple as fuck, right? And like most people it just goes over their head because, oh yeah, it's not as fancy, it's not as sexy as like drop shipping, like flashing your numbers on a screen on Shopify or whatever, So like, and I've been there, I've done drop shipping as well, and I've failed at it multiple times. I've made some couple dollars here and there, but it's not a fulfilling model, because you're just shipping crappy products from China, and you don't have any like profit margins. You have inventory, you have a lot of like headaches that you need to deal with. Whereas with content creation, with synthesizing, you're just going after your like, like your curiosity and like your interests, and you don't have any inventory. You don't have to worry about like, hiring employees or whatever. You're just a one-man business model, right? So how am I gonna go about this business model of synthesizing, right? So what I'm gonna do is triple down on volume. I'm gonna put on steroids, triple down on volume, and pretty much see what works, right? So like, plan, execute, and iterate. Plan, execute, and iterate, right? That's how you go about this content creation business model. So this means that I'll be uploading daily as well. I'll be creating like a funnel, where like people come through my shorts and my reels, get introduced into my channel through shorts and reels, and then after that, the true fans, the real ones that really like my content, then come onto my long form content, and that's where I get the watch time, right? So if you think about it, I get the watch time through long form content, and I get the subscribers and views through the short form content. So that's like a genius move right there. So like, to get my 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, right? Because if you didn't know, that's like the recommended requirement. No, not recommended requirement, but like that's a requirement for monetization on YouTube, right? The shorts and the reels will be hyper edited for me to give me a chance to rank up the algorithm. That's pretty much the only way you're gonna rank up the algorithm, like go up the algorithm, or like give yourself a chance to like rank higher. It's through shorts and reels. Obviously, you might be thinking, oh yeah, he's doing all this for money, right? There's no way he's trying to provide any real value. Well, you're wrong. And most of your favorite influencers are doing the same thing pretty much. They're creating a funnel, and they're literally like capitalizing on your attention, right? So like, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm trying to capitalize on your attention, but I'm trying to provide some real value here. unlike other influencers and YouTubers that you see, right? I'm here to provide some big brother advice and some real actionable steps in terms of getting you towards your goals, unlike these other YouTubers out here trying to get a quick bag and trying to capitalize on your attention and like trying to make a quick buck here and there. And I want to give real actionable advice on self-improvement and money and habits and focus and all those other things that come into play when you're going about your self-improvement journey, right? And I've noticed like these the online space, or like the make money online space, or the self-improvement space has become like really useless, especially the make money online niche, or like the space. So like, I've seen a lot of people, like, I won't name names, but like I've seen a lot of like dropshipping YouTubers make like a course that's like 8 minutes long, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, how is a course only 8 minutes long and you just put course in the title so that you get more views, right? People that are dumb enough to like not think about like, oh yeah, what's the timestamp, like how many minutes is this video? So they just click without looking at that, and they just think, oh, it's a course, and they get the view anyway. So like, that's how like things work in this world right now. There's like an overload of information, but there's a very little wisdom out there. And as I said, like, I've tried these business models, right? I've tried dropshipping, I've tried SMMA, I've tried all these other like agency models and like things like this, and I've tried day trading, and like none of them work, right? Because why? Because there's lack of fulfillment, right? There's a lack of purpose there, there's a lack of fulfillment, there's a lack of interest. So you don't give a fuck about like some crappy products from China, right? You don't give a fuck about like some dentist in South Carolina or like Los Angeles, right? Maybe some people are really passionate about that, but like I'm not, and like most people our age aren't. What we care about at the end of the day is something that brings us fulfillment and joy, and literally moves us towards our goals, moves us towards our purpose, right? And gets us paid at the end of the day. And for most of us, bro, I'll save you the time of like jumping from business model to business model. For most of us, it's content creation at the end of the day. Like, I've tried many business models, and this is the one that sticks, right? It's the one that brings me most fulfillment, most joy when I'm doing it. And when I'm speaking to the camera, it's like, it's just fun, Like, these other business models, there's like a million other different skills that you need to learn. There's a million other like little nuances that goes into it that these YouTubers don't even cover. It's like a surface level video that's there saying course on it, a dropshipping course, and it's 8 minutes long, bro. Like, how is it 8 minutes long? And like, they don't even go into depth about like certain nuances that goes into it. So like, content creation is a whole different business model, and like, it's like you're in your own lane. You're not competing with like 100,000 other dropshippers when you're doing dropshipping, right? So yeah, it's a no-brainer for me at the end of the day, right? So like, and obviously, as I said, there's a million other different problems that comes with, say dropshipping, right? There's Facebook ad bans, there's, product research, and like, there's product validation, and like all these other nuances that goes into it that like these YouTubers don't even cover, right? But content creation is different. You're on your own lane. You go after what's your curiosity is. You go after what your interest is, and you teach it to people like you and me, right? So yeah, at the end of the day, that's what like is gonna get me rich. I've come full circle. I actually started with content creation way back in like 2021, and now like obviously I've come full circle, and I've tried like all these other business models, and it didn't work, and here I am back again, starting with freaking content creation, right? So if you have a desire to get rich with me as well, just do the same thing that I do. Just copy me, bro. Just do exactly what I do. I don't care about more competition, because we're on our own lane. Every personality is different, so you don't have to really compete with me, because you're not competing with me. If you're doing dropshipping, you're competing with every other dropshipper that you're going against, because you're selling the same fucking product, right? So you're not really differentiating yourself. Maybe with your website and stuff, but like, it's the same fucking product, bro. Anyone can tell the difference, So yeah, at the end of the day, content creation is king, and that's what these YouTubers do as well. Like these dropshipping YouTubers, they just make a YouTube, and they funnel all their traffic into a paid Discord where they're like, just do fuck all, bro. They just circle jerk each other. Yeah, bro, what's your revenue, bro? Oh, yeah, look at my screenshot, bro. I got like 10 sales today, bro. Like, that's fuck all, bro. You know how much Hamza makes? He makes like 100k a month, bro. A month. And you're telling me that, like, these dropshippers are making that much? Fuck no, bro. Because you know why? Because their profit margins are so thin, right? Like, they're operating at like 25% profit margins. Whereas Hamza is operating at like a 90 or like 85 to 90% profit margins, right? Because it's content creation. It's not some like, and he's selling a digital product. He's not like selling physical products, right? He's selling community. He's selling like real authentic value. He's not really like going after some like crappy product in China, right? And all you need to realize is that if you're starting this business model, like, you don't need to be perfect at the start, right? You refine your like craft, you refine your skills as you go on, right? So like, all you need to do is start and show up every day. Consistency is key at the end of the day. So like, you need to show up for yourself, and you know what you need to do, bro. Like, most people know what they need to do, but they don't do it because they're too lazy to do it, right? Like, I knew what I needed to do, but I put it off for like so long, and I didn't take action at the end of the day. So like, what you need to do is take action, show up for yourself every day, and take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, and 1 year at a time. So like, I'll see you on the top, bro. Like, I'll see you at the top. This is easy at the end of the day. You don't need to worry about some drop shipping, some inventory, or like supplier like scamming you or something like that. So like, it's at the end of the day, it's a superior business model, and I urge you to get into it as well. Just copy what I'm doing, and you'll be at the top as well, bro. You just need to think to yourself, like, is there like someone making hundreds of thousands of dollars with this business model? Obviously there is. Obviously, look at Hamza, look at Andrew Kirby. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the same synthesizing business model, and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, bro. And like, if they're doing it, why can't I do it? Like, that's my mentality at the end of the day. So like, you need to just get over that hump, get over that fear of like starting, and just start, bro. And I'll see you at the top, bro. Peace.